What the hell? You weirdo. You weirdo. Right. Right. Okie dokie. Hello there. Right. Hey, yeah. Oh, yeah. Right, let me, what am I going to do? I'm going to click slowly around things and then load up Unity again. Oops. Right, I sold a virtual sticker for £320 this morning. What? I know it's LGBTQ now. Right. Let's close all that gubbins off. $3.20 is definitely showing European sort of leanings. Right. Let me just check my Twitch chat. I don't know whether it would appear. Nope. Right. So this was the beautiful, beautiful thing. Right. Why has that popped up chatting again? Right. Yeah, so I'd been working on sorting out the camera so that it did that, which is actually wasn't quite like Captain Toad, but that was interesting. The spacebar wasn't doing a very good job. And my bum is a great bum, allegedly. And what was I going to say? The so I could have sorted out the sod it, I quit that. Right, let's go and get my lovely little video of YouTube Captain Toad gameplay walkthrough. Yeah, get rid of that. Sorry, mate. Don't want to actually hear you talk. Right. So we have a character. We have a star. Shall I just put the star in because I can? All right. Needlessly do that. So create empty. So models. Reset that. Drag that in there. Right. Not create empty. Is it create empty? How do I 3D object, cube, sphere, capsule, ragdoll, terrain, tree. Okay. And that's what we want. So let's go and stick that over there. And I can go and reattach the star to it, couldn't I? So, is it going to work? I don't know because I can't flipping see it. Yeah, that is... yeah, there we go. That's our rotating star. That'll do lovely, thanks. So I definitely need to... Oh, hello, Chochma. By the way, let's talk about where is Lord Teasel. She's, I think she's just in the lounge. She will be back. She's farting in and out. It looks like the world is moving up the ball. Yep, you're right. So, That's not the camera I want anyway, is it? So the way this works is that the camera is not really attached to the player at all. Right. Tilt the stick. So we talked about. So the trouble is this game. It's not going to be very good with WASD. Because obviously we can have an orientation at any kind of angle, and this goes back to why I was thinking maybe do a nav mesh and stuff like that. Yes, Teasel? What? The back door's open. She understands me. Camera is rotating around the world origin. Well, it's got... There's actually... it's not the world origin. I've actually just got a focus point, haven't I? Somewhere. Stop things moving. Yeah, camera target. So, I mean, I can move that. So if I was to move that further back there and then play it, I'd be looking there. So you get to choose. That was just something I did quite quickly, which is kind of cool and shows me that I'm not completely useless as a developer. There we go. All right, back to normal. So I'm still chomping on this. No. The camera is rotating around the world origin, right? Oh, no, I just answered that, right? It could be the world origin. If I set the camera target, if I reset the camera's target's transform, it would be. Anyway, the point is WASD only gives us axis aligned motion, right? What's up, Teasel? You coming up? We have a Teasel, guys. Yeah, it's an apple. So we have there's an immediate problem. So what I could do is when you rotate the camera, so the rotation of the camera is going to be manual, right? Just like Captain Toad, because that's my goal. Excuse me. It doesn't have to be axis aligned. It could be aligned to the orientation of player object. Yeah, but what do you mean, like, so it has forwards, backwards, and rotate? Yeah, that's not generally that great for a kind of platformy game, is it? So, I mean, this is where having an analog control... Hello, Zekrons. Having an analog joypad in would be good, because that would obviously be the best way. But weren't Thursday dedicated to... Yeah, I changed my mind because I'm unreliable. Do you want some drink, cat? No. If I change this camera, we can see more of you, little cat. In fact, let's just focus on the cat. Oh, Teasel, how you loom. Yeah, I think... oh, big yawn for a little cat. I don't think it makes sense for me to do C++ programming at the moment because I'm enjoying this, and at the back of my mind, which is now at the front of my mind because I'm telling you, is the fear. It's not the fear, but the big deal of like, maybe I should just rewrite Diorama in Unity. I've joked about it, but this is an experimentation to learn Unity and see what is and isn't possible. Hello, Terracell. All right. So, yeah, the keyboard stuff, it could be that WASD always maps to the axis in the world. Or, as I was kind of suggesting, you know, I was looking at an alternative where, focus on the cat camera, there we go, where the mouse is used to, in fact, just make it completely mouse controlled, right? So you would click on an area and the character would walk to it, pardon me, and you could rotate the camera using this or WASD or something like that. So well, diorama has obviously been a large part of my genetic makeup for the past year and a half, and so I don't want to ditch it. I still think there is fundamentally a good idea there, but I would be a bad programmer. No, sorry, I would be a bad game developer if I got hung up on technology when something that might be better comes along. Because I'm not really welded to languages or tools or anything. And yet I say that, and this is one of the funny things I discover looking at Unity, is that I've actually been banging on. I've had interviews in the past in magazine stuff where I've talked about, as I mentioned before, the democratization of game development. I've talked about a tool, and there's always been groups of programmers that wanted to keep AAA development or even AA development, mid-tier games, within the realm of experts, you know, job security, ivory tower, that sort of thing. And I've always talked about, like, I've always criticized those people, right? Right tool for the right job. If it means, you know, if something was to come along and make programming redundant, we should celebrate that, and then we should retrain and become excellent at using this new tool, because I still believe it's technical people, intelligent, smart people with clued into all aspects of game development and design, we would be more effective. So I've always felt, oh, look at me with my progressive view. And yet here I am proving that I didn't actually look at Unity for a long time. So I'm a hypocrite. AAA games aren't made in Unity. They can be. Hearthstone? You wouldn't class that as AAA? What you're talking about are those few games that can justify being at the bleeding edge, but that's not 95% of development. So yeah. Anyway, you can't make programming language in game engine. Not sure what you mean. This is pretty much why I watch Rob the Swan. Which bit? So yeah, I might get a drink in a sec. Anyway, what was I going to say? So yeah, so I'm going to make a quick decision and I'll tell you my reasoning behind it. So I'm actually going to go against the treasure trove. Captain Toad Treasure Tracker. Oh, we've got someone following me on Twitch. Thank you very much. Hyalimsism. That's exactly right. I know. The bit where you're brutally honest. Right, yeah. I think it pays to be honest and sort of analyse yourself on all these kind of things. Otherwise you get left behind. My input is hopefully being ignored by him. Well, I mean, there will come a time when, I mean, like, okay, let's, I'm going to go and look at something here, right? 3D object, tree. I don't even know what that's doing. We've got a tree there. I mean, check this out, right? Now, there is a big valid point, which is the Unity look and Unity assets and all this sort of stuff. But here I am. I don't know, you probably can just drop that or something. But let's have a look. This is a tree. I have no idea. It's got random seeds, right? Area spread, ground offset. Okay, not sure what that is. LOD quality, no idea. Ambient occlusion, no idea. But, so I don't actually know where my... Yeah, well, that's not much of a tree, is it? Where's my branches? I actually don't know how to do this, but let's go and have a look, because the point is that, like, AAA development, right, if it costs 10 times as much to get a tree that looks twice as good, is it actually worth it? And you get things like Zelda, which Nintendo, where they admittedly they do push technology, but they also invest a lot in the gameplay, and I think that is a better oh, hang on, it says look at the view at the top of the component list. What should I be looking at? Come back, sweet cat. No. Look at the little view at the top of the component list. Yeah, what am I looking at though? This says tree. Layer, default, prefab. No, that's not it at all. I don't know what I've just done. What have I done? I don't know what I've just done. I've just bust it. Close, thanks. Oh, you mean this bit? Is that what I was looking at? The tree bit. Why did that zoom in there? I don't know. Let's go back to the tree because I don't know what's going on there. Right. Add leaves. What? What? Say what? Right, I don't know what's going on here. So, nope, I don't know what's going on. Let me just go and let me just go and read this instead, because whatever you're saying, it's not actually helping me. Unity create tree. Do building my first tree. All right. Select the, what race? Okay, I'm going to go to 100%. Sorry. Right, adding a new tree. Yeah, adding branches. A new. Select the tree to view the tree. Oh, okay. So it doesn't automate it. All right, I didn't realise that. In the tree hierarchy, select the branch group. NS Yunda is now following. Thank you very much. Select the tree to view the tree. Yeah. This interface provides a tree hierarchy with the 2 nodes present, tree root, and a single branch group node. Okay. In the tree hierarchy, select the branch group. Frequency. Whoa! Right, that scares me. Very scares me. Whoa! That is just freaky. That actually scares me. Right. In the tree hierarchy, select the branch group which acts as the trunk tree. Click on the add branch group. And you'll see a new branch group appear. Okay. If course is returning wrong error code. When using it, you just have to be careful to not fall into the convenience trap where you start to think the way the tool works. Alright, growth scale. Yeah, it makes no difference. Growth angle. Whoa! Shape, length. Relative length, if you say so. Radius. Fat trees. Cap smoothing, if you say so. I don't know what that's doing. Crinkliness. Whoa! Okay, that's cool. That's cool. Seek sun. Yeah, I don't actually have a sun, but okay. Noise. No, that's weld length, if you say so. Spread top. Spread bottom. Break chance. Right, main wind. That's not doing much, is it? Main turbulence. Yeah, let's create wind zone. No thanks. So I would like to move the branches further up. How would I do that? Right, what's that? Freehand. Click on the... Oh gosh, you can override it manually. I just sort of despise all of waste of resources. I do admit they make stuff easier for the programmers and what. This tree is something like something out of an Ito manga. Yes, I agree. Hello, PC Game Charlie. and Thorak and Fleabum and everyone else. Hello. Check the distribution. Yeah, let's go and have a look. Distribution, frequency, distribution, random alternate. Yeah, I kind of want it to be up off the bottom of the ground. Let me. After creating branches, we can now add smaller twigs to the book. Okay, I'm still going to add this. Let's just carry on. Yep, that really isn't quite. What the hell? What? Let's get rid of that again. Right, that's our main branch. That's our secondary branch, but I want to add branches off of that. So I'm assuming this is supposed to be hierarchical, but it doesn't look like it at the moment. It doesn't look like it. No, let's get rid of that. Let's try adding leaves. That's it. That's as many leaves as I get, is it? You tight-fisted git. Let's have a look. Delete the lower spines. Oh, you can do it manually, can you? Not really sure I wanted to do that though. No, that's not what I meant to do at all. That's weird. Frequency. Whoa. I don't get this. This isn't doing what I was expecting. Hang on anyway. What have we got? That was a retweet. We decorate. Yeah, this didn't do what I was wanting. After creating the branch that attracts on, we can now add smaller twigs to the newly created branch by adding another branch group. And click the add branch group again. Yeah, I've got... yeah. It just didn't look like it was coming off of it. I suppose it is. But it's not... well, let's go and find the length. Let's go and make the length little. And frequency will up. Ah, okay, that's kind of making some sense. Right, I think I'm bodging this up a bit. I think this is struggling. Yeah, whatever the default settings were, it just didn't come out quite right. Yeah, I mean, that looks like a horror story thing, right? Anyway, right. What am I looking at? The length needs to be shorter. Yeah, it's still complaining about that. Nope, that's supposed to be... sorry, and that one should be 94. This is not looking like their example at all, I can tell you that. Oh, I get what's happened here. That's not the final answer, is it? This is a bit weird. Let's have a look. Yeah, you'd think using to Unity, I would have. No one would be arguing anymore. That's a naive statement, and I know it. Don't point it out to me. Did a teasel cat? Right, but I mean, this is a bit weird because I can't see any... Are there any branches coming off? There are, but they're not drawing any. Have I... Is that the growth scale? Is that my fault because of this? I'm not enjoying. This isn't doing what I was expecting. So I'm going to start again and just copy this tutorial. Come on, tree, get lost. Right. 3D object. Start with a new tree. Someone will probably tell me about where there's a drop capability to drop one object onto another instead of me having to do this. Okay, let's follow the tutorial. Right. Select the tree to view the tree in the tree inspector. This interface, blah, 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 blah. Select the branch group. All right. Which acts, click on the add branch button. All right, yep, that's that one. And yeah, it does frequency. It says it's at 31. I'm going to copy the settings it's got in here. Oh, and it says use walled. If you say so. Right, so the twirl is 0.03. That was completely useless. Growth scale 0.66 and growth angle is 0.48. Yeah, I suppose that kind of makes a bit more sense. And 31. Alright, so... Alright, I'll go along with that for now. Alright. After creating the branches attached on, we can add smaller twigs. Select the secondary branch group and click the add branch button again, which is what I thought I'd done. Okay. Okay, so this is all... Yeah, let me see what it's got. So frequency, change that to 5. Okay, we have got something back there. 0.73 and 0.7. I have no idea what these numbers particularly are. I mean, I can imagine it, but I'm not doing a very good job of using them. That's crazy long. That looks pretty long. This tutorial is a bit rubbish. So let's go and have a look. Yeah, okay, so there are trees coming off it. Okay, okay. Anyway, what does it say after that? We decorate our trees by adding leaf groups, which basically work the same as the branch groups we've already used. Select your secondary branch group and click add leaf. Okay, that's got a bit more. All right. And frequency 5. Ah, now you're talking. Right now the leaves are rendered as pack line. So what I'm going to quickly do is change the camera target to look up at this. So it's going to look at the tree. So if I was to run this, let's see what this looks like. Right, well I haven't got a texture on the tree. I'll tell you what I will do. I'm going to move the player. So, camera target needs to come out of this. Come on, damn you. Right, so I can now move this. Right, let's try that. Right, so the tree itself it's a bit rubbish, but I can imagine that probably builds and renders pretty darn fast. Anyway, add materials. Let's go back to this. Where's my tree? Right, in order to make tree realistically, we need to apply materials. Create a new material in a project. Okay, materials. Create material. My tree bark. Okay, rename it and choose nature from the shader drop down. Nature tree creator bark. All right. Wow. Provided from here you can assign the textures provided in the tree creator package. Okay. Tree creator package. Oh, that we can delete. Standard assets. Environment. I wonder if these are going to have trees. No, I don't even recognize it. Right, what are you trying to do? Something diorama related? Is it? This is me looking at Unity, so I've set myself a goal, and I'm happily doing diversions just to look at about. Am I going to add a particle effect of falling leaves? I would do. I'm just not. I don't know Unity enough to do all of that sort of stuff yet. What I'm looking for is to work out where. Yeah, it's to work out where the textures are. This lists textures, but it doesn't. Ain't looking right to me. Let me see what it says. The tree creator package. So do I need to? Assets. Is it one of these? I don't know. That's all the speed tree stuff. Nope. What are you using for the voxel? That was Magica voxel, yeah. Yeah, it's just a straightforward drag and drop, which unsurprisingly is good. Import package. No, I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure what this is talking about. Rename and choose nature tree. Yeah, from here you can assign the texture provided in the tree creator package. What? Unity tree creator package. Oh, wow. We have a teasel. Oh, okay. Okay, so someone says that package is now missing. Brilliant. Oh. Oh. Problem with Unity is it's hard to make consistent stuff. You're stuck with default Unity stuff. That's why people hate on Unity. Well, yeah. Hello, Harter. All right. Base, normal map and gloss properties. Are you on the keyboard? I think you are. Thanks, Kat. Whoa. What's that? I might want to turn off. Oh, TTS. Yeah, I thought I had done, but okay. Yeah, there's the teasel. Right. So we've got this tree creator tutorial. So add to downloads, accept. right? Okay, is this good? Does that mean it's opening? What am I looking at? Where's the button that says download? It just says downloads. It doesn't say that they are there. Oh, for God's sake, what is up with this? Thanks, Galactic Wire. Okay. Alright, fine, I'll do it that way. That was not clear to me. In fact, I'll be blunt, I think the Asset Store website is rubbish. I think it's deeply, deeply ugly. What do you think, Mr. Teasel Cat? Even though you're a girl. Right, scene. So, where does that appear? Tree creator tutorial on materials. Is that going to have trees as that does have a texture in it. So how do I get the tree? How do I get the textures out of this? No, that's a helper. I don't know what that's all about. Hang on a sec, I've completely forgotten this, alright. Sorry, yeah, so, wind, mesh renderer. So as it does say optimize bark material, but let's, oh, I'm getting overwhelmed with this. Okay, so that's my tree bark, but it doesn't have any textures. Now, I don't get this. That's taking the, oh, that is the RGBA. Surely it has something better than that. What is with these textures? Don't know. That looks like a normal map. Have I learned a bit? I've learned a bit, but I'm looking at this stuff and it's too complicated for me. I might just ditch it and go and do something else. This tree stuff. Oh, and has it selected the sodding? Yeah, it wasn't the leaves anyway. Oh, flippin' heck. Optimize leaf material. Okay. Right, material. My tree leaf. Lead. Brilliant. Can't do that. That's a bit worrying. My tree leaf, that should have changed. Oh, what? That was the tree I just selected. Yeah, thanks for that. Right, let's just check. Right, we've got that selected. Bark down there. But why is it changing? What the hell just happened there? That's just weird. Okay, fine. Yeah, I'm not enjoying this. It's making me feel stupid. So And I think that that pack doesn't match the tutorial I've got here. Yeah, I'm kind of thinking I did it. I did it just to see, and of course the net result is I shouldn't have bothered, basically. Let's get rid of that. All right. Okay, yeah, let's get rid of that. Let's check it runs. I'm sure it does. Yeah. All right. Anyway, there's clearly something powerful there. I just didn't manage to use it correctly. Well done, me. And I am suddenly really hungry all of a sudden. Hello, Tizzy Foos. I can't read that properly. Right. Adding materials, blah, blah, blah. Skip that. We don't want that. Right. Captain Toad Treasure Tracker. Back to that. So, yeah, what was I going to say? So, the net result of what am I going to do in terms of a controller, a control scheme? Well, I do want, I would like, to go back to this, I'd like to use WASD to control the camera, actually. And then wherever you want to walk is where you click. But that's probably something else complicated with Unity. But I'm going to look at it, I'm going to check it out anyway. All right, so, so Unity path finding. So let's have a look. So the navigation system allows you to create characters that can intelligently move around the world using nav meshes that are created automatically from your scene geometry. Dynamic compositions are heart. All right, navigation overview. Yeah. So I've actually handwritten some nav mesh stuff before. This is probably a decade ago for the Wii. So I've done this kind of stuff before. It's kind of cute. I'm sure theirs is a million times better. Nav, yeah, off mesh link. Component allows you to incorporate navigation shortcuts which cannot be represented using a walkable surface. Jumping over a ditch or a fence. Yep, that sounds good. Component allows you to describe moving obstacles the agents should avoid while navigating the world. Yep, that all makes sense. Inner workings of a navigation system. The nav mesh, yep, convex polys, yep, to start. Hello, Vortex. Do I know how to use Blender? No, I haven't opened Blender for years. Yeah, that's fine. I don't really care. Yeah, I did all of that before. Simulated agent location is moved and constrained to nav mesh. This last step is important for robust navigation. Global net is used to find the corridor across the world. Two cases for obstacles. We don't actually care about that. Building a nav mesh. Nav mesh breaking. The process collects the render meshes and terrains of all game objects which are marked as navigation static. Okay, so for all of the child objects as well. Interesting. Okay, this. Oh, did I click the wrong thing? Hang on. Okay, job done there. What? What just happened then? No, that's weird. I was doing nav meshes and then it's just suddenly changed to this because I clicked on something but it hasn't come back. That was I don't know what happened there. I could play it back and have a look. What's the advantage of nav meshes over data fluid vertices? Well, one's probably far easier to compute, right? Faster to traverse. Right. Nav mesh surface. How do I view that? Make this, oh, crikey. Let me go back. Right, building a nav mesh. Let's just check that, right? Building a nav, 4 quick steps. In Unity, from the navigation window. Where's the navigation window? I don't even know what that is. Window navigation. Whoa! It's a whole new heap of stuff I've never seen before. Okay, so that's cool. Show nav mesh. We don't have any nav mesh at the moment. Right, so one, select scene geometry that should affect the navigation, walkable surfaces, and yeah, that. Excuse me, little cat. Check to object all. Navigation static, yeah. Navigation area walkable, not walkable, yeah. Teasel, that's my keyboard. Where? Where? You can look, you can look, you can look. You're going to be a cute little cat. You're going to do cat things. Data fluid vertices. Mwah. Little cat. Right. 3. Adjust the bake settings to match your bake. Should this be showing anything? Because it isn't. Right, I'm not seeing anything here. Why not? Oh, okay. Okay, it's done that. All right, agent radius, agent height, max. Yeah, okay, so that's fine. So we've got... Yeah, that looks correct. Okay, so there's an interesting thing here in how it draws it and calculates it. But, yeah, that looks all right. Okay. Agent radius, agent height. Max slope, yeah, step right click. The result nav mesh will be shown and seen as a blue on overlay. Has shrunk. Is that another follower? Yep, Ryan Tafik. Thank you very much for the follow. The nav mesh represents the area where the center of the agent can move. Is an approximation. That's fine. You'll find a nav mesh asset file inside of all with the same name as the scene the nav mesh belongs to in the assets folder. Where? Oh, there we go. Okie dokie. Additional workflows for making objects for baking. Another thing to keep in mind, assets first level. Yep, okay, cool. All right, anyway, we have got a nav mesh. Creating a nav mesh agent. Right, no, that's advanced nav mesh. Right, I'm going to skip that. Go to creating a nav mesh agent. Okay, first let's create the character. Create a cylinder, game object. Add a nav mesh agent component. Component navigation. Whoa! Humanoid. Does that matter? No idea. When you start to experiment with the nav mesh agent, you're going to handle both pathfinding. Okay. Create a new C# script. Teaser, that's my keyboard. You can use a simple screen point array and a C# script. Click on where you want the character to go. Yep, sounds good. Yeah, I kind of remember that. Grachev, how you doing? Well, I'm investigating Unity. Let me just go and dump this guy somewhere useful. Oh, he's massively. All right. Create a new C# script and okay, C# script. What? Since when did? Okay, all right. Nav mesh thingy script. Hello, Alpha Mouse. No, I've never said I'm going to do a 24 hours. No, no, never. Alright, so we're just going to go and steal that, apparently. Public transform goal. Start nav mesh agent. What is it we're missing? Don't know. Next we need to build a simple script. Blah, blah, blah. Create a sphere. This will be the destination the agent will move to. Okay, let's go and do that. Nav mesh agent. Oh. Come on, get out. Damn it. I don't know how to get that. There we go. Right. Nav mesh target. Okay. Where's the script for this guy gone? Unity Engine AI. Fair enough. I'm assuming that's what I can do. So Right, that was a complete disaster because my camera was completely the wrong place. Right. Do. Oh, I got backache, guys. Oh, right, well let's get the camera so it's looking there. Let's see what happens. Interesting. So it's only getting relatively close. Fair enough. I had kind of hoped it would go all the way. Let's have a look. No, okay, so it's just choosing to get close enough. So I'm sure there are some parameters we can tweak there. But I mean, it's hard for me not to go, you know, mixed emotions with this stuff, right? Because obviously this is great. Yeah, at the same time, you know, I'm sort of seeing why I'm not actually that useful anymore. Look, off it goes. I mean, that's amazing. Okay, so I've mucked around, but even if it took me an hour, which it didn't, we've got pathfinding going up. Hello, Boogie. So yeah, the other stream you asked, do you think I could have made a Unity game in 1.5 years, which is kind of silly. How long would it to make a decent Unity game, and how far long would Diorama be at that amount of time? Well, based on my knowledge of Unity from other people and what I've encountered just now, if I'd started Diorama in Unity, it would be a slightly different product. There's no denying it, because I would be playing to different strengths and weaknesses, but it would be recognisably Diorama. And it would be way ahead. I genuinely think it would be way ahead of this. There's I'm sure there's a whole heap of interesting stuff, like in C++. It's actually really easy to write like different file loaders and packers and stuff, and do multi-threading stuff. And that's probably considerably harder with to keep on top of it in Unity. I mean, like, sometimes nothing beats analyzing a large algorithmic problem by looking at it in code, right? And there is going to be sophisticated problems that probably need a source code license for you to be able to debug. Right, let's see what this guy, Navmesh, what has he got? Base offset, speed, angular speed, stopping distance, auto braking, obstacle avoidance, auto traverse, off mesh link, auto repath, area mask. Fair enough. I wonder, yeah, it doesn't seem to be. Oh, sorry, I ballsed that up, didn't I? Yeah, I think it's time. I think it's time to change the camera, because I can't even see the stuff I'm experimenting with. You can have C++ libraries running in the background, have Unity communicate with them. But I'm the shadows. Yeah, that might be wrong. But you can have C++ libraries. Now, is that a standard thing, like to link to these libraries, or is that like require a pro license or something? I mean, I don't know. Hello, Flint, still. So yeah, but I mean, like, look at this. I mean, come on, guys. In sort of like probably like a day's worth of investigation, look what we've got. Admittedly, it looks like the dog's dinner, but oh, it's C#. Right. Hello, Alpha Mouse. Pro license of Unity is just ridiculous. No, it's easily done. Okay, well, I mean, even if it hadn't been, right, I would still been happy with this whole thing. Kissel123, thanks for following. How much does Teasel cost? I haven't bought a license yet. I don't need to buy a license yet. I'll probably end up buying one fairly soon. But to be honest, I'm not even sure what the differences are, so it probably won't make sod all difference. Other people have got years worth of experience of 3D navigation and I don't, so right. Yeah. I wonder why he's dropping all the way down there. Hello, Teasel. Oh, it's because he is actually all the way up there. Hello, Mr. Cat. Mrs. Cat. But, I mean, like, Here, let me phrase it another way. Who could possibly defend writing stuff myself when I've got complicated maths problems such as pathfinding solved in seconds? That's insane. I mean, basically, again, this is more emotional than anything. It's like this is showing why I am going to. My job really should change as an engineer to become something like an engineer, a Unity engineer or something, rather than a full game developer. And I find it amusing that there's whole different packages designed towards 2D gameplay for Unity. And I'm sort of like, you know, I look at what's on offer here and the idea of turning this 2D is pretty trivial. And yet, of course, the kind of audience that Unity is opening up game development to need all the help they can get. Yeah. Rift Street, Rift Saint or something, Rift T. Thanks very much. Am I going to swap jobs? Maybe. I mean, if my goal is to make games that make money and make me happy, right, then this seriously has to be on the table. If it was just a personal kind of, oh, I want to code in C++, which I do, and I do enjoy it, and I think I've got a competitive advantage over people, but it's the realization, obviously, that I've now gone from being a pretty good C++ developer to an amateur in Unity, right? So there are thousands upon thousands of people who are further ahead of their knowledge in Unity, and half of them are in my stream here. I think it's a bit silly to define being a game developer and a Unity developer. Yeah, I should use the terminology better. But I was saying, like, we associate ourselves as, like, humans are tribal anyway, right? We like to assign ourselves to groups, whether it's operating systems, if you're a Linux madman or a Windows madman or whatever, down to the languages we develop games in. And I'm saying it's, if I think of myself as a game developer, somebody, you know, I want to be someone that makes a living making games. The actual tool and that should be irrelevant. But emotionally, that isn't true. That isn't how most people react. You become good at something and then you define yourself at it. And in my case, I have been employed making C++ games and other games in languages where there aren't a lot of experts. And so that defines me because it's kept money coming in, right? It's kept me feeling smug, ahead of the game, useful, employable, financially stable. And I'm basically saying, no, change how I define myself and what my goal is. And you know, talking through this is I find it interesting because it helps me see some of the stupidity involved, right? So yeah, right. No, exactly. So we should be using this extra power. Absolutely, we should. Yeah. So anyway, right. Let's have a look at this clicking of stuff. Right. So imagine now that I click here and there or something. So that's what we're going to look at now. So I'm going to take out blah 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 blah. That's the player. Has he got a script or something? I don't know. I don't know. Player controller script. Let's go and have a look. Yeah, so we can just ditch all of that. That's fine. So the nav mesh agent, how do we do this? That's just a game object. So I'm going to change the player and give it a navigation, nav mesh stuff. Okay, so let's go to our script, and I'm just going to comment all this guff out. Let's just comment it all out. And so we'll go and steal what's on here, new mesh thingy. Subtle Sanity, thank you very much for the follow. Let's have a look. Last year I started a performance gain marathon. I even refactor functions only gain 20% time, so sometimes instead of 100 milliseconds, 80. Not a big difference. Faster code, in my opinion, equals often better code. So, normal one, I'll disagree with that. I will disagree with that quite strongly. Faster code is not often better code. Simpler code, which also incidentally runs faster, is better code. That's how I think about it. Right, let me just rerun that. All compile. Oh, darn it. It says using Unity. Huh. Why can't I do that? That's the same as in here, isn't it? Right, so what is my game about? Server. Well, my game at the moment is nothing. This is kind of me just learning, poking around in Unity and stuff, and I'm trying to get like a point and click kind of thing going here. Why is this not working? I don't get it. Shall I stop and restart Visual Studio again? You don't have the AI in the player script. How do you mean I don't have the AI? I'm not sure what you mean. We should all start referring to you as Dad. You don't have the AI in the player thing. Dev time. Oh, dev time is absolutely critical. We need to be on stuff which gives bang for buck, and this is the. Let's just be blunt here, right? And this is why there's so many people with opinions, right? It's because actually having an opinion about the right thing is very cheap, very easy, and in a lot of cases we're quite good at theorizing. I'm particularly, I'll say I'll do that. I've got some experience which gets me part of the way. I read a fair bit. And I know a bit about human nature, and therefore I will pontificate about the right way to develop games. And the thing is, I'm probably correct, but the truth is I don't follow my own advice. And that's why you guys should laugh at me. Right. Look at your imports in the nav script. No. Oh, that's UI. Oh, gosh. Try not to laugh. Clearly, I'm an old man who can't read. Thank you for pointing that out. That's my massive stupidity. Right, I'm expecting nothing to happen there because I've got rid of that and win text is there. So, on trigger enter, set count. Whoa, what's just happened there? Oh my God, there's another package. Ugh. Sorry, guys. Right. So is this still Diorama or a new little side project? Well, at the moment it's separate, completely separate, but I have an eye on merging things somehow, right? Because my experience with Unity has been very positive so far. So I didn't drag it onto the game object. You have to say I'm a massive git twonk. I am a massive git twonk. git/twonk. Well, normal one. Don't worry. I mean, like, I'm getting familiar with this, right? So I'm going to make all the mistakes that all the beginners do, right? And with something as complicated as this, there's 1,000,001 errors, just like there is with somebody learning to program C++ for the first time. Dark theme. Is there a dark theme? No idea. Whoa! Whoa! I wish I hadn't done that now. Alright, we'll stick with the default. Thanks for that. Alright. Right, so here's my thinking, and you guys can criticize it, and I mean that in a positive sense. Right. I need a plus license for dark theme. Really? Amazing. So, clearly if I'm going to get any kind of respect off you guys. Right, so the goal is irrelevant. In fact, let me just go and drag the goal. Where there is script. So I'm actually going to set it off to the same place as this guy. And we'll put it in nav mesh target. Right, let's try it, because the camera should sort itself out. Yeah, look. I forgot to give him the ability to get up that. Oops. Now that's an interesting thing there, in that it didn't stop. That's a bit of a surprise. Is that correct? See, he can get up all right. Why can't I? Nav mesh agent. Height 2. The base offset is 1. Oh, hello, Doomsaw. Is that going to get me up? Nope. So what's different about this? Can anyone help me there with why he's not going quite so high? I can't see any more options. I was thinking there'd be more options, but my ball doesn't go up. I'm sure there's some jokes there. He doesn't go up. It's interesting, there's that judder there, so it's still going to show that there's some issues. Alright, Unity nav mesh agent. Oh, dear me. Don't know if it makes a difference, but is your sphere radius larger? I don't think so. I think the sphere is the same size as the cylinder. Well, I mean, it's not a cylinder, but in the nav mesh baking. Yeah, but that's so here's where I'm going wrong, which is I would have assumed that it's using the same value for both of the agents, right? So if I look at the nav mesh, come on, show me the nav mesh. Nope, that's not doing it. There we go. So if I look at, I mean, I'll try it. I'll do that. Baked agent size. So the step height. Like if I put that as 0.1 and rebake, right, then these get broken, right? So my step height. So if I set that to 10, I'm not sure. Actually, 10, does it make it? Yeah, it does. Okay. 0.5. No. 0.6. No, okay, so that's fine. So one of the voxel units is 1 meter in here, 1 unit. So, but agent radius, agent height. Rebake that. Show height mesh. No, that's not it. So why is it because I need a different sphere? Like if I change this guy to a cylinder, would it go up? I don't know. Let's find out. So we've got a sphere collider. Let's actually do that. I think that might be it. It was. Interesting. So yeah, so it wasn't doing what I thought it was doing, and what it's doing is better and more correcter. So excellent. So I should change that sphere into a different collider. So if I change that into, he says looking somewhere, where? Oh, it is, oh, it's a capsule collider. All right, you sod bag. All right, let's try that. No, interesting. That's gone wrong again. Make it a pill collider and grip off Crash Bandicoot. Oh, Gendaf is following. Thank you very much. Nav mesh agent. So let me compare that to this. Direction Y, none. Base offset of 1. Yeah, I'm not getting why. I don't get it. I wonder if I can change this. Wallen666, thanks. Why does the mesh? I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm actually, just out of curiosity, I'm gonna delete that player and try and recreate it just to see how good I'm doing. It's got a capsule collider. Where am I? Oh. All right. So let's go through this. So we'll put in navigation, nav mesh agent, and we will click and drag the scripts. Oh no, it's actually in here, isn't it? Right, that doesn't help because I can't see the sodding names. Nav mesh thingy script, player controller. All right, that's what I want. Right, so it's the nav mesh target. The camera needs to have look at player, so we'll drag that there. Let's see if that works. Yeah, it does. There's something that I need to work out later on. That's interesting. Yeah, so I need to get this guy looking at the cylinder. And then you've got loads of jittering and rotation, which is all a bit silly. But yeah, right. Let's pull that out a bit. Oh, is he still floating? Oh no, he's on the ground. Oh no, he's floating. On the bottom right, there's that slider. Oh, cheers, man. Oh, so I wonder if this is going to move, like if I put him here. Right, that doesn't help, does it? Because I need to move the camera. Okay, so he is dropping, but he's still floating over the ground, which is a bit odd. I suppose that could just be the resolution of the. Yeah, a bit naff. Right. Anyway, let's sort the camera out. All right. Anyway, so what am I going to do? Well, thanks, Chunky Manu. Thanks for following. What am I going to do? So I'm going to sort the camera out, but what we want to do is nav mesh target. So what I'm going to do is create a new. Oh gosh, it's there. Why? Of course it's there. Right. Rename that. So player nav target. Could call it nav target, arf, but I'm not that intelligent. Right, so what I'm going to do with this player nav target is I'm going to set it wherever I click. Right, so let's have a look at Unity, raycasting through camera click. So I don't even know where to adjust the mouse. Oh well, if input get mouse button down 0. So I'm going to just steal that because fine. So this is presumably void what update. Nope. Goal dot right, that's me guessing. Damn you. The name agent does not exist. Oh yeah, Pratt. Oh, that's a shame. Okay, so is this in fixed update or something? If input don't get mouse button down. Camera.main screen to no idea. You're doing transform.transform. Where's that? Sorry. Sorry, goal.position. Is that valid? Oh, got some more things going. How do I even know that's working? So we'll debug log. Hang on. Object reference not set to a... Okay. Camera.main.screen points to Ray. Okay. Huh. No, it's this problem. $20. So that's complaining M equals screen point to Ray. It's going to be null, isn't it? Yeah, it's just null. I'm surprised that still doesn't work, but okay. Hello, banana pancakes. Use camera.current. Okay, thank you. I figured it would be something like that. I just didn't have a clue what even to ask. No, it's still complaining. Line 21 is complaining. Yeah, this camera.current is still coming in null. Do 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 do. Pratt. It's interesting. 22 input.mouse position, is that wrong? No, so the camera is still camera.current is not true. So let's oh, you prat. I didn't do that, did I? I'd never fixed it. Well done, me. Okay, so there's clearly something I need to do to sort out that's pretty crazy. Right, so that is pretty impressive. Oh, camera's going to get a bit wonky. Let's go over there. Whoa. Yeah, I managed to click through the gap, did I? Yeah, sure did. I'm not that bothered about the look of it at the moment. I've got bigger fish to fry. Right, so let's imagine I was better than I am and move that further back. All right, Z1I2K, is that someone's password? Yeah, well, we'll get rid of the win text. That's interesting. Well, not so good now, is it? Right. Well, we could clearly put in a... Oh, that's too high for it. Oh, that's the reason. The nav mesh looks like it did make it a ramp there, but clearly not. Let's go and have a look at that nav mesh. I missed the scripting part. Can you show it, please? Virans. Yeah, so I'm manually setting the camera, but there is no camera current and camera.main were both returning null. So It didn't work. Presumably I didn't set anything somewhere in some magic setting. Right, navigation. Right, so that, yeah, that looks like it's not meshing. Okay, so that'll make sense. Step height. So we'll actually up the step height to 3. Interesting. Max slope. All right. Yeah, okay, so nothing I do here is actually going to fix that. So if I really wanted to do that, I'd have to go back into Magica Voxer, wouldn't I? Yeah, let's make a ramp thing. Oh, I hope I saved it. All right. There we go. So fortunately, each one of these is 1 unit big. If I've got this wrong, I will not be impressed. Ah, just makes it. That's the kind of guy I am. And slightly rubbish way of doing it. There we go. So he has to go that way. You're supposed to tag the camera as main camera. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, and Massey, you're all correct. I guessed it again. I didn't even know where to do that or whatever. Nope, it's not in there. Where is it? Object, no. Assets. Where is it? Oh, it's just directly in assets. Right. Oh, it's reload. No, what am I talking about? This is Unity. So it has just reloaded that because we've got that. That's nice. We'll rebake that. Not quite sure why it's moving so slow now. What's happening? Why is this moving slowly? Somewhere there's a scale. And we've got a ramp up there. Okay, cool. Right. Yes, I noticed you. All right. So if I click up here. Oh, yeah. Big fat git. All right. It's not doing it. Come on, you smug git. It's solving it like it's... Oh, it can't get up there. Whoa, whoa. What kind of idiot? What kind of fool does that? All right. Save that. Unity. Good old Unity. We love the Unity. And then it's just done that. Dear man, that's amazing. Right, let's try clicking up there now. You might still stop beneath it. There's room for... But ideally, no, he's going to trundle around. Well... That is pretty ridiculous. Why have I ever bothered? Why have I just wasted my life doing all this? Where's the target? Essentially do something a bit more useful. There we go. Oh, it's practically a 3D text adventure now. Oh my word. Well, that is pretty awesome. Again, it's just another one of these things where I'm going, oh, it just does so much for me. I'm going to have to go and take some painkillers because I'm aching. I'm aching. And plus that's a yawn. That's a yawn. And I'm going to have to go and raid for some food. I'll be back in 5 minutes. Lou plus pills plus stuff. You guys can look at Teasel Blob breathing. I will be back. But yeah, I'm a bit headachy and achy. So there you go. That's the Teasel. I'll be back in 5 minutes. All right. What kind of ache? Just a headache and muscular ache around my shoulders. It comes from concentrating too hard. All right, back in a sec. Teasel. All right. Oh. Right. What have we got? Okay, no idea. Right. So I have a cup of soup. Anybody would think I was poor. Right. So right, so let me sort the camera out. So the camera target we're going to set at, reset the camera. And what am I going to do? So the camera is going to just always look at, so the camera's got a script and I'm going to change that. So instead, what am I going to do? I'm to target. Oh, actually, I can just do that, can't I? Huh. We don't even need the player. Oh, that was nothing. That's interesting. That doesn't look correct. Oh, yeah, all right. That's interesting. Why did it do that? Because I'm still adding on the player's position, you prat. All right. Sots. Sir Ackley just subscribed. Oh, heaven forfend. How art thee? We should probably do a teasel party, I think. Let's get rid of that. How are you, Rackley? So, do you want to explain what you got up to, or shall I do it? What is going on there? Position equals the rotation. Look at dot position plus. I don't even know what I'm looking at there. Is it something over here? Why is that? Camera target. Let's get that to 0, right? Camera is all I'm trying to do is set up a look at the transform position. My transform rotation is to look at that, and my transform position yeah, that's not quite right, but I just want something visible. Thanks. So Rackley is somebody I used to work with, and he recently did a 24-hour stream for charity. If I click over there, I wonder if it's gonna, if my little guy's gonna go over there. Is he? There he is. Silly twit. The data is corrupted. Okay. Did I answer the message? Oh, hang on. But if you're on your own, you can do this much more efficiently because you know it is always a 45-degree angle and those built in cubes. What's that for? I'm not sure what you're referring to with the do it much more with the 45 degrees thing. Yeah. So yeah, he was doing a charity stream for his charity. Feel free to pimp it out if any of you guys want to. If any of you want to donate, there's that. The nav mesh stuff. Yeah, I mean, all of these things, I think. So this is what he does, and it takes comic sets to kids in long-term sort of health issues in hospitals and at home, and it helps encourage them to draw comics and stuff, which is cool. So yeah, feel free to donate to that. Right. I'm gonna take a sip of my disgusting cup of soup. I actually quite like cup of soup, but I have a feeling I've watered this one down a bit too much. So. Hey. Right. So somebody that didn't know I've switched to Unity has just said, why does my game look modern all of a sudden? Not realizing it's actually something else. I can't. There's something rude. I can't answer that. Right. So what am I looking at? Yeah, in fact, I just need to get the camera actually looking at something, don't I? That's all I actually care about. Is that going to look at it? Nope, not at all. That's weird. Is that actually going to give me the... No, because it just ignores the rotation. What is going on with that? Why does that not come out looking correct? I don't know. Don't know. To be honest, if I just get rid of that, it should actually just look reasonable, right? Does it just use that? Yeah, it does just use that camera that I set. Okay, no idea why, nor do I actually care that much. So what is the reason for moving to Unity? Well, I should have looked at Unity a while ago. So this is an experimentation, but I suspect, you know, big changes will come out of it because I'm doing more complicated stuff already. Right. I should get rid of that win text and stuff. That's annoying. Is that QID? No idea how to say that, but thank you for following. Oh yeah, your own it's Teasel Party for the subscription. Teasel. See that back paw? We'll have a party. Oh, NHS, always good. Whoa. There you go. It's she's a headbanging there in her sleep. That's a rubbish party. Thanks, Cat. Some party you create. Right. I'll wake her up with some biscuits later. Speaking of which, Jodie's probably going to leave work, and at some point then I will stop the stream, have something to eat, do some gardening, then come back in the evening. Anyway, right, so what do I actually want to do? Right, well, if I look at Captain Toad, I've got the world. That's amazing. You can't deny that. I've got this guy who can walk around. Not a terribly good thing. Yeah, so I still need to sort out the rotation, don't I? All right. All right. How will I do this? So it was determining an offset. So we're going to go back to that. Camera. Reset that. Oh, thanks. Thanks, mate. Oh, it's because we're still in there. Honk. Right, so let's get it looking at the look at point, because that's basically it. So I'm assuming that's what I'll see in game, yeah? Just WASD to rotate, yeah. Sod bags. So, so let's go and have a look at the player controller. Okay, well, we'll stick with that. And what is the rotation centered around? Well, it's always going to look at the look at object, whatever that is. So we don't need that in fixed update. That's no good. Right. So we want to rotate the offset. So we want to rotate them offset by the oh no, that's not quite right. Okay, so I got my rotation vector. So what I now need to do is I now need to find out what crazy kind of combination of things allows me to multiply my offset by my rotation. So I need to turn the rotation really into a matrix. So this is the kind of stuff I would have written before, but it just doesn't seem to work. Yeah, so we've got a quaternion. So quaternion dot quaternion. It helps to actually spell it correct. Euler rotation and rotation. Do. Why do I need to pass strings to get access? No idea. Oh, I've used that. You've got a link for it. Good, yeah. I can't really be bothered in... Oh, you're joking. There's an actual rotate around function. No. No, well, there you go. Look, rotate around. There is. How fantastic is that? Oh, that's not quite what I'm looking for. Oh, hang on. It's got two overloads, so yeah. Axis, angle. Not sure what that's exactly going to give me. I think this is going to go wrong in a couple of ways, but they could be amusing. So yep, thought so. So what I actually need to do is not... That's a cumulative rotation. So actually, I'm just going to go and quickly steal that. That's weird that it's got... Okay. So, right, now that's not actually a very good way. Look, we've got... Is that gimbal lock problems? Yeah, we've got gimbal lock. I don't... Depends on whether it's royal column major. Let's see if this works. No, that's even worse. Yeah, so we have got issues there. That's okay. That's okay. I'm not actually that inclined to solve the up and down at the moment. I just need it to look somewhere that's pretty decent to start with. In fact, if I think about it, the what's it called? The help me here. There we go. Right, where do I set the field of view on this? Yeah, that's not actually making a difference, is that? I actually need to set the cameras. That's the camera's transform, but where's the view field of view? Oh, it is there. Okay, there we go. That's what I need. Oh, I got rid of the wrong one. You prat. All right. Come on. Alright, so this is our Captain Toad treasure tracker stuff. So we click there and we'll do that. Where's he going? There he is. Flippin' heck. Well, at least I'm a winner because the text tells me. It looks like the top of my head is moving. That's pretty cool. That's pretty darn cool. What is that? Hen BD KD ND BD UE. Okay. Thanks for following. Can't pronounce it. So it's interesting in that the get access is damped. That's kind of cool. Let's just make it a bit faster. And we can lock it to like... yeah, it still feels a bit slow. We can still lock it to... yeah, that's a bit better. Lock it to 45-degree rotations or whatever, but yeah, up he goes. All right, what's next? I had a list, didn't I, somewhere? Let me go. I think it was in Google Docs I put it. Let's have a look. It's running a bit slow. Oh, wow. Well, that's interesting, isn't it? Yeah, it has all that damping and stuff. Yeah, no, I can't be bothered to change it there. I think that would lead me... If I look at other tutorials that interact with the cursor, sorry, with the mouse movement, I'll probably get it wrong. Right, so there we are. Oh, here we go. Magic of voxel. Okay, so I've done that. That's a lot of incidental stuff. Course clear animation, character animation, don't bother for me. Yeah, that's cool. Okay, let's add a lamp on the head, just because that's cute. Got that. I've got a character controller that is good enough for now. That's fine. So yeah, I'm just gonna add a light to the top of his head. Player thing. Spotlight. I used a keyboard shortcut. I'm excellent. Alright, so spotlight and spot angle. Color. Mode, real time, mixed bait. No idea what that is. Shadow type, soft shadows. Yep. Cookie, no idea. Draw a halo. So I don't know if this will work. Come on, come over here. Well, is that because I'm not moving the light? It's yeah, it is, isn't it? I'm a prat. Is there a way of moving that controller script onto the player thing? Yes, there was. All right, it's a cylinder. What else have we got? Nav mesh agent. We'll go. Oh. Damn it. Okay, that won't work. Oh, darn you. Okay, let's get rid of that. That was interesting that I could move some, but not all. Alright, so this play thing. Player controller script. Let's get that down there. Camera, player nav target. Alright, let's try it. Oh no. Why did it do that? You massive knob end. All right, so I can just about see. I can just about see the spotlight. So in fact, let's go and up that a bit. I didn't. So what I also want to do then is I want to change the lighting on here. So where's my directional light? No, that's fine. That's strength resolution. So where do I set? Where's the ambient color for this entire world? Lighting scene ambient source. Oh, that didn't help. Environment lighting section. The environmental lighting. Where the hell is that? Hello. Yeah, make sure to stop simulation. Yes. Is that it? Hello, Rob, by the way. Well, I'm going to go and turn the fogging off because... Oh, it was off. Okay. Okay. And so what I want to do with this is to make it brighter, actually. Oh. Now there's the nav mesh does rotate the guy and all that sort of stuff. That's pretty darn cool, I think. Obviously, so the nav mesh stuff is good. At least I can see in any kind of decent game a lot of time going into the character controller, because the default behavior here, it does feel a bit rubbish. Yeah, he is halfway into the ground. Yes, he is. It must be because of well, I moved him when I created a new cylinder. But it's that's interesting. Okay, that fixes it. Jeepers. Shocking. This is just ridiculous. So yeah, he's got their lighting is far nice, you know, got special kind of shaders and halos and stuff, but yeah. That's just ridiculous. Well, there you go. That was oh, I didn't mean to do that. Right, let's get rid of that stupid canvas stuff. Just get rid of it. And then get rid of it properly because it was still sodding playing. What happened there? Okay, so we've got, so there's some graphical issues with the shadows. Yeah, didn't like that. Right. Man, sorry, I'm fascinated by this. Character needs to be bigger for in fact I'm actually going to change it now because is that treasure trove size? That looks a bit better, doesn't it? Oh. Is that going to do the correct collision as well? Yeah, that looks all right. Well, so I'm actually this is fairly draining. I'm trying to. That's why I'm slowing down at the moment. I think I need a break anyway, because I'm taking in new information. I'm trying to organise my brain as to where these features fit, work out which things are going to be fun, easy, and or impossible to do, kind of stuff. Yeah. Radius. Doesn't seem to have made any difference there, did it? Interesting. That radius, yeah, really didn't. Capsule collider. Mesh renderer, mesh filter, nope. Oh, that's the radius for the nav mesh agent. What determines camera moment? It's attached to keys at the moment. Still doesn't seem to be doing sod all. Yeah, it's still not doing its thing, is it? A massive intersection there. It's because the. Okay. I'm guessing if I do that. Let's try that. Do I not have to redo the nav mesh? No, well, it's down to the player, isn't it? I mean, I think I'm about to be proved wrong because I'm making an assumption. I thought it was both. Come here. Yeah, I think you're right. I am assuming there is a way of dealing. Oh no, okay, no. I suddenly remembered how nav meshes work. Yeah, I'd have to do it in the thing. It's interesting that you can scale and all that sort of stuff. But yeah, if you wanted different creatures of different radius to move around, you'd actually need to have what, different nav meshes? That sounds a bit unlikely. But let's go and have a look. Yeah, look, the agent radius is. So now I can't even get behind here. Yeah, well, there you go. Okay, so what else do I want? Let's have a look at some particle effects. Everyone loves a particle effect. Right, where do we... Let's have a look. Effects. Particle system. Nope, I didn't mean to put it there. Okay, let's go and have a look. Inspector. Particles leaves. Duration 5 seconds. Looping. Pre-warm. That's cool. Start lifetime, start speed. Oh. This is insane. I'm not sure what they should have done, but this is insane. This amount of stuff. So what I'm actually trying to do is Yeah, that's what I wanted. So, so this is me trying to simulate the yeah, I mean that just looks rubbish. The windy leaves. So let's make that a bit smaller so that I can actually view it. Right, what have we got? Align to direction. I have no idea what. Nope. Randomized direction. Spherized direction. Randomized position. Whoa! Anyway, right, velocity over lifetime, limit velocity over lifetime. Where let's go through all of this. Emission rate over time. Okay, rate over distance. No idea what that means. Let's do the pre-warm. If that's what I think it is. And start lifetime. .3D start size. Wow. Ideally, I'd change that to an animating texture or something, but what have we got? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Dream Spawn. I think you're right. Yes. Start color. Well, I'm gravity modifier. Right, simulation space, local simulation speed. Scaling mode, play on wake, emitter velocity. Right, let's go velocity over lifetime. Isn't going to really change. Limit velocity over lifetime. Inherit velocity. Force over color over lifetime. No, that's fine. Color by speed. Rotation. Oh, wind zones. Yeah, that would be good. Noise. I'm not sure what that's actually modifying. Is that the texture or something? I don't know. Collision. Alright. Triggers, sub-emitters, texture sheet animation. I wish I had one of those. Lights, trails. Ooh. Whoa! Well, I don't need that, but I like it. I kind of want to know why. Die with particles, size affects width. Inherit particle color. Yeah, I mean. Doesn't explain why they're bright red. Presumably it's missing a texture. Trail material in the renderer module. Okay. It's just as a checkbox there. It could be anything. Noise modified position velocity. If it is, that's kind of what I'd be looking for to kind of play around with. Let's get rid of the trails. I can't be bothered. Custom data, no, that's irrelevant. And renderer. Cute little mesh. Sorting fudge. Cast shadows. Oh man. That's crazy. Receive shadows. Okay, so I mean, it's pretty cool. Oh, what's going on? Right, I've just pressed a button by accident and I don't know what it does. Oh, the number keys. No idea. Right. Right, so let's see about moving that over here. Right, well, yeah, as you can see, this is absolutely indistinguishable from Captain Toad Treasure Tracker. Has he lost his light? Oh no, he's just plonking along slowly. Come on, dude, you can make it. Is he floating again? Yeah, he is a bit. Well done, me, whatever I've done. Interesting. Without the auto braking, stopping distance, I need to up that, otherwise he's going to keep trying to move around due to the inaccuracies of the pathfinding. Let's see what it tries to do when I click on the tree there. Oh, he does stop eventually. Is there anywhere I can click that he can't actually get to? Yeah, around there. So let's see if he settles or not. Yeah, I think he does. All right. Well, that's particles and that done. That was easy. Gosh, we'll have this done in no time. So I'm gonna, I'm genuinely gonna mark. Oh, we've got a skybox. That's done. I'm gonna mark that as done. Shadows, particles, cast shadows too. Do. Oh yeah, some of the grass bends in the wind. Maybe. Don't bother. Yeah, we don't do that at all. Lamp on head, cool. I might actually call it quits now because Jodie's definitely going to be coming back home soon. Thank you, Screw Eggs, for following. I missed that one. Sorry, mate, but cheers. I so can't tell you what I've just been texted. Right. Guys, I am gonna head off. There's a bit of me that just is kind of like, I feel like I have to keep mucking around with this. It's one of those things because this has achieved quite a lot. Release next week. Oh, absolutely. Well, I think I'm going to probably modify this and the Unity assets. What was it? Isometric. What was the one I was looking at for? Yeah, I don't know. Oh, let's have a look. So I'd love to buy one of these kind of isometric packs. Yeah, I don't know what that's showing, but it's not. Oh, this was the one. Yeah, I definitely want to buy this. Yeah, because this is where you can start seeing the nav mesh stuff being really kind of useful. To be honest, a game like this probably doesn't even need a nav mesh. Not really. Well, actually, it depends if I can deal with the nav mesh in code and modify it. Because obviously, finding your way around this level isn't too big a deal. But this, plus a little character moving around, suddenly becomes a tactics game. Sorry, Nordell. I'll be back later today. 50 is Ark that much? They must have made a fortune. Okay, well, it's not going to show up there. Thanks. Let's go to Steam. There we go. They've sold 5 million copies. 5 million copies. I'm going to pause there in score rank 24%, user score. That's amazing. My word. My word, they've made absolute fortune on that. Well, okay, let's not look at that. That's too depressing. But how do I buy this? Continue shopping. Maybe. Because I got paid recently, I'm going to basically give myself a budget. I said of about $100 or something. There was a nice skybox, cartoon skybox in here, I think. Somewhere. $10. Seems a bit high for that, but that looks like the Captain Toad stuff. It's not as good, obviously. Dump your budget into the trailers. Oh, there's a Fantasy Skybox free. We like the look of that one more. Alright, we'll have that one instead. Oh yeah, bin that one. Right, so I don't get. I go here and I have to open in Unity. Do I? Is that how it works? Fantasy Skybox free contains 4 low quality textures. Thanks, mate. Way to sell it yourself. Right, where does this go? What do I need to import it in here? I have no idea how that works. Right, I'll find it out later. Why don't you make your own? Yeah, exactly. So with a budget of $100, what can I do? And obviously the net result isn't going to be great. I mean that was free, but there is definitely something to be said for having good looking stuff along the way, right? Was it that one? Which one was it? Oh, someone's got a very similar one, which I'll be blunt, doesn't look as good. Yeah, this doesn't look as good at all. I mean, it's still kind of cute, but this one looks just miles better. Oh, look at that lighting. Oh yeah, what else? Volumetric fog was one I looked at. Because I'm fascinated by it. And I was looking at this thinking, this is just a sodding plugin. And for 45 quid, there is no way I could make something like this. 45 quid is like, what, an hour, half an hour's work? It's insane. I'm not quite sure whether they're showing all of this. No, this wasn't the one I saw. The other one was much better. There's a Fog Volume 3, I think, sounds like it. Yeah, so this stuff, this is ridiculous. I mean, that is unbelievably good. Yeah, it's just mind-blowing, really. And something like Fog really is at the point where it doesn't matter, like if everybody uses the same Fog plugin, because they're actually going for the same results. Let's have a look. This one says it's got full weather systems. Yeah, you're just showing me one clip. That's quite boring. Let's just look at that one. What, they're just showing me a time of day? Right, well that's a waste. But I'm fascinated by this stuff. Not the products themselves, but the kind of the raw power in your hands kind of thing. Yeah, God rays, volumetric fog. That's pretty nice. That looks like it's a specific effect. The clouds themselves aren't that great. I'll check whether this one can. Sky Master. Wetlands, foggy mesh. 1080 to run at playable frame rates. Hopefully not. I'm not sure what that's showing, but I've lost interest already. Okay. I don't know what this is. Just I don't know. Oh, it's stopped raining. Well done. Okay. That wasn't a great demo, I'll be honest. No, I agree, Teasel. No, can't be bothered with that one. That's lost my interest already. And that one, I'm interested in whether it casts shadows. But make the Teasel engine and take over Unity's start. No, I'm quite happy to give Unity some money. How does Unity make money off of this? Because I mean, like, is it just on the subscription to the engine? They don't take. It's a one-off fee. They're not taking money, are they, for off your profits? No, they don't. All right, guys. Me and Teasel will be back later today. But they take an asset store cut. Yes. Well, they don't take a percentage of the final game, do they? Does Unity take revenue share? No, it says no. Yep, there you go. All right, guys. Thank you for watching. Obviously, let's dwell on this amazing game, what I've made here. It's gloomy and miserable, but that's okay. So are we. Man, I should just pay an artist to recreate that scene from that first level from Captain Toad, shouldn't I? That's ridiculous. Shall I just keep saying that's ridiculous? Yeah, sorry, Blackboard. I will be later on today, maybe in about 3 hours. What is this? Coming up to 6. Yeah, 9, 10 o'clock. All right, guys. Yeah, from the asset store. Yeah, I would just sell the game. Right, guys. I'm very bad at goodbyes. You should see me trying to break up with a girl. Takes ages. About 10 years usually. Follow me on Discord. Please follow me on here. Follow me on Twitter. Shower me with PayPal and all that kind of rubbish. Thanks for watching. This is good for me, but it is pretty intense going. It is. How much for the Captain Toad level? £5. Exposure. I'll pay you in internet fame. How about that? Teaser will give it the paw of approval. I don't know. I'm making stuff up. Guys, thank you very much. Let's go and see who to host, actually. Let's go and do this, because I try and spread it around the people what I have been seeing. I don't know who Pixel Manics are. Wheeze, Drunk Devs, City State Games, Game Dev Company, Alessa Baker. Don't know who that is. Galactic Glum. No, it's probably going to be Drunk Devs, because I haven't hosted him for ages. See you later, guys.